And this is where it's at, folks. The college tournament ends here tonight. For one team, the joy of a lifetime will be achieved. And there's no doubt going to be some incredible action all along the way. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see the Wisconsin Badgers facing the UCLA Bruins.
Kevin, this is the night where we are going to see some intense basketball. High energy, lay it all out on the line for college hoops. Everything these young players have worked towards their entire life comes down to this exact moment.
And you can bet, Clark, that each and every player here tonight feels the importance of this game like no other in their lives, really. A big key in coming through in a big game like this is how well you can compose yourself. How do you handle the pressure of the big stage? We'll find out soon enough which of these teams has the ability to harness all of that raw energy and focus on getting the job done.
Let's check out Wisconsin's starting lineup. We've got Kaminsky. Hawkins is out there with Hill. Then it's Decker, and it's Evans in at the 4 slot. Passes to Campbell. To the paint. Free passes to McCoy. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And with any championship game, you know that every player going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on in this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. It'll be just what they need to claim the title.
You know, Wisconsin has not historically had a lot of players in the NBA. That number, however, could be growing in the next few seasons. I mean, they have a few, but for the most part, their winning has come through solid team play.
Greg, I think you were talking about this just a moment ago. We'll be seeing more and more Badgers in the NBA with their recent success. Frank Kaminsky being the most recent NBA product.
And Kaminsky isn't alone. Sam Decker on that squad
right.
will be coming in. How about John Lure and Greg Stiesma and Devin Harris are all fellow Wisconsin alums. You look at the list and you see a lot of guys who know how to do the little things for a team.
And both free throws good from Freak.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one and done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who really values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports, so it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player.
Badgers shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Starks with it. Morris outside. Barton in the corner. The feed to Johnson. From the baseline. The rebound by Gibson.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D. And what a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
Now Wade following the three-point attempt by Freak. Shot's good.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Morris off the pick from McCoy. Gibson with the steal. And now the fast break. Gibson with the ball. And it's Conley that time on the assist by Gibson. Conley's got his first 2 points of the night.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Bruins going here with a whole new group out there. Here's UCLA trailing by 2, and Wisconsin looking at who they've got. Hawkins is out there with Payton. Then it's Decker. Then it's Kaminsky, and it's Walker in at the power forward. Hawkins kicks to Walker. Banked in off the glass.
It's pretty simple, guys. It's not complicated. The solution to ending this run will be to get back and actually be serious about playing some defense here.
Yeah, they're getting beat down the floor. And really, unless you're going to the glass, you have got to sprint back defensively. Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
Irving's checked in for UCLA. Here is Porter. Porter gets a screen from McCoy. Porter kicks to Freak. Free passes to Porter. Some nice ball movement by the Bruins. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a 4-time All-American selection in high school and a unanimous one at that. He's won state titles before, but this is a different animal than high school.
And so the first one is good. He'll stay at the line for one more try. Dawkins checked in for Wisconsin. He's off on the second. The Badgers leading by 3. .122 left in the first half of basketball. Dawkins a screen on Free. Hawkins passes to Dawkins. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Campbell kicks to Freak. Walker with the rebound.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Payton. And it's Walker penetrating. Some solid defense there from Irving.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
Now, how did he manage to change his shot midair?
And the Badgers with possession here. Hawkins kicks to Payton. Pass to Hawkins. Stolen. Here's Campbell. He feeds it to Freak. Here's Free. There's a screen. Porter dishes to Freak. Poked away. Decker. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's the Badgers up 1. We'll see you after halftime. And the big game is just about ready to get going for our second half of play. What a championship atmosphere we've got here tonight. We are just one half of basketball away from seeing college basketball history being made.
And in a championship game like this one, guys, you would have expected a close battle. I don't think either side is going to be able to run away and hide in this one.
And, Greg, tight games like this are where legends are born. I mean, if a player like Freak can come up huge in this final half of play, he'll anchor himself in school history as one of the greats to ever play the game.
So on the floor for UCLA, McCoy in at power forward. Fresh is out there with Free. Then there's Campbell, and it's Roberts in at the center. Free against Hawkins, and stolen by Freak. And here's the break, moving it up. And that one's good. Fresh has got the first points of the second half here for the Bruins. Now here's Hill. It's Hawkins on the wing. It's back to Hill. There's a good screen. To the middle. Here's Evans. Here's Wade. That's blocked by McCoy.
3 straight misses here to start the second half.
Campbell, the pass to McCoy. Campbell up top. The pass to Fresh. Here's McCoy. Pass to Campbell. Here's Fresh. Just 5 to shoot. UCLA needs to get off a shot. McCoy. And that one comes up a bit short.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. The rebound numbers are very even.
Yeah, impressive effort from both on the backboard.
Now, here's Decker. Defense right on him. Hawkins kicks to Wade. Wade, a screen on Campbell. Hill dishes to Evans. And it's Wade. That time on the assist by Evans.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
Group getting ready to come in for the Bruins. Roberts is checked in for Johnson. Freak comes in for Looney. Fresh is checked in for Barton. And Free subbed in for Starks. And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. They've got Peyton. And it's Walker in at the small forward position. The offensive rebound. And yes, sir, that one drops.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
UCLA trails by 5. Free passes to Fresh. There's the screen. Kicks to Freak. Tries a 3, and the shot is good.
This game's still very much up in the air. I mean, this is where you start to separate the men from the boys and where heroes are born.
And one team looking to ice the win, the other hoping to force OT. I think right now you lean on your stars and get the ball every chance you get to try and come away here with the title.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Campbell is checked in for Morris. And he makes the first but misses the second. And it's the Bruins with the ball. It's a 3-point game. And good on the basket. Look at it.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
The Badgers making a switch here. Hill's checked in. Decker kicks to Evans. Feeds it to Hill. There's 1:40 left to play in the second half. 3-on-3. Here's Fresh. Oh, and they take the lead. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bruins.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
.132 left in the second half of basketball. Hawkins kicks to Evans. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Now here's Freak, covered by Evans. Some nice ball movement by the Bruins. Shot clock at 6. McCoy passes to Fresh. For the 3. It's good from beyond the arc.
They don't get any bigger than that basket.
They needed it, Greg, and he gave it to him.
Evans outside. It's Hill, top the key. Low block shot on the way. It's good. And tie game. That is a huge basket right there. A lot is on the line here.
Boy, how about the intensity and focus of the crowd here?
So loud in this place. Pass to Campbell. There's the dish to Roberts. Pass to Fresh. It's Freak, top of the key. And there's the pass to Fresh. To the wing on the left. Here's McCoy. No good. He dishes it to Roberts. Here's Campbell. No good. He tries for 3. Buries the triple.
And they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
So it's UCLA picking up the win. Such a special moment for these kids. All the hard work they put in, all the pressure, Greg, they've been under all tournament long. This is pure elation, being able to call themselves now champions.
And Kevin, from the players, the rest of the students watching, I mean, this is something that can never be taken from you. They will always have this moment in history to reflect upon.
And it's such a punishing path to this moment. I mean, you look back on all the close calls along the way as the field gets whittled down round by round. I mean, they survived quite the gauntlet to get to this moment.
Indeed, a very special moment. And that's going to do it for us. I'm Kevin Harlan. It was a pleasure to be with you all season long.
Hello?
Hey, Ma, it's me.
Hey, Frequency.
I got you on speakerphone.
Okay, your sister there?
Hey, Mama, I'm right here.
Hey, baby, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Yvette's here too, Mama.
Hi, Mama. How you doing? I'm fine.
Does she have to be here?
Yes. Mr. Pagnotti, the agent I was telling you about, he's in the room too.
How you doing, ma'am?
I'm good. Nice to meet you.
What a pleasure to finally meet the queen mother of this young, talented man, even if only by telephone.
That's sweet. Hang on, Frequency. Here comes your father.
All right.
Hey, sorry I'm late. Hope everyone's well.
How you doing,
Daddy.
Mr.
Hey,
P?
Bobs.
I'm doing good.
So let's get to it.
Yeah, let's do this. We all know why we're here. This meeting is strictly confidential, 100% off the record. Didn't happen. We weren't even here. Capiche? Capiche means understand in Italian. Capiche?
Capiche?
Freak insisted that I have his entire family here. And I think it's great that he has a good support system around him. I've been doing this a very long time, and I work with some of the best. Now, let me rephrase that. I work with the best, and the best always seem to have a great support system around them. A family, if you will. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So let's cut to the chase. Leaving college early now and entering this year's NBA draft is the right move right now. And when you sign with me, Dom Pagnotti, as your agent, I will make sure you are well taken care of. I will make sure you are protected. With this freaking environment, I love it, freaking environment. This freaking environment thing you do when you get hot, freak, we're going to make you more money off the court than you will on.
We already have endorsements and things like that in mind, so.
Cece, I said we because we're going to do this together. We're a team. We're Team Freak. But, Freak, you need to be in the league first, right? That's why I'm here.
No, yeah, I hear you, Mr. Pagnotti, but like I told you before, I already promised my parents 4 years of college. That's the plan, man.
That's right.
Plans change, Freak. Listen, in life and in basketball, you need to adapt and change to the situation at hand. Now, even if you have the greatest coach and they draw up the greatest play and all the X's and O's make perfect sense on paper, you still need to react to what the defense shows you and then make your move. This is the right move. This is the right move now. And 4 years of college is a great plan for basically anybody. But you're not just anybody. You are the greatest collegiate talent I have ever seen shoot, dribble, pass, and defend a basketball my entire time on this great planet Earth. Now, Miss Martha, Mr. Pete, I have seen so many of the greats jump right from high school to the pros. Freak, you've at least experienced college. You know what that is. You've been there. You've done that. I am offering you now a chance at the experience of a lifetime. Do you know how many people would love to be in those Jordans right now?
Yeah, Freak, I mean, what if you get hurt? You remember how you came down on your ankle in that game earlier this year?
Oh, yeah, but that was nothing.
Right, we know it was nothing, but next time it could be something.
I saw that. Good game. But bam! Just like that, and you could be flipping burgers. Well, maybe not flipping burgers. Maybe you're the manager or assistant manager at some burger joint. Maybe I do a favor and make a call, and you're a delivery boy at Sal's Famous Pizzeria. But the bottom line is you will be a long, long, long ways away from signing multi-million-dollar contracts with me, Dom Pagnotti, as your agent.
So it's all about the money, right?
When was it not all about the money?
Money isn't everything.
No, it isn't, sir, and no disrespect was meant. But, Freak, money is freedom. The freedom of choice, the freedom to live. Money is the difference between renting and owning, between being the waiter and being waited on. It's the difference between being the chauffeur or being chauffeured. Now, do you want to be a chauffeur? This here is a contract. This makes me your agent. Sign on the dotted line, and I will take you and your family to the promised land.
Like I said, Mr. Pagnotti, it's not all about the money.
Pete, let the man finish.
He made his point. He's finished. Aren't you finished?
I said my piece, but I know I'm right. You guys should talk.
Pete, what if Frequency does get hurt? Shouldn't he take this opportunity now?
What if the boy goes pro, gets hurt, and then doesn't have a college degree? Look how hard we work for him to get to where he is.
But college isn't for everybody. Pete, you didn't go.
That's why we work so hard for him.
Just saying. I mean, if he's ready to do this now as opposed to later, Pete, anything can happen.
You're right. Anything could happen. This is his future. This
You're
is
not
his life.
listening to me, Pete.
Not just a game.
All right, Mom, Pops. It's all right. Look, truth be told, I don't even know what I want to do right now.
I understand that.
Yeah, but I was talking to my boy Vic the other day.
Why?
And he was making a lot of sense. He thinks I should leave early, too.
You know what? I've kept quiet this whole time, and I also think that Freak should join the league. I think it's a great business decision, and I think that Mr. Pagnotti is absolutely right.
Thank you, Yvette.
You're welcome.
Now, Freak, I know for a fact that people have been talking about the company you keep, and you need to be careful. It could compromise what we're trying to do here.
What are you trying to say?
You know, your association with that guy Victor off the court, it could compromise your selection in a draft. As a matter of fact, I know it will. Do you realize the difference in dollars between being drafted first overall and 21st? You're talking tens of millions of dollars. You don't get it, do you? Cece, our first sneaker deal alone, you're talking a difference of a $50 to $100 million difference just by that. Number one, that's what we need. If I were not 1,000% convinced in my mind and in my heart that we could get you drafted first overall, I wouldn't be like this. This is the play. This is the move, Freak. You gotta listen to me.
I absolutely hear you, but who are they to tell me who I can't hang with my brother?
No, Freak, you need to listen to him. I've been telling you the same exact thing.
Mr. Dom, Frequency and Victor grew up together. They're best friends. We took the boy in and practically adopted him.
Martha, I told you that boy ain't nothing but trouble.
He's family.
Okay, but that's my boy, and he agrees with
It's
y'all.
not about agreeing with Vic. We're trying to prepare you for your future.
You know what? But it is his future.
This is none of your business.
Excuse
Don't
me?
even
Wait,
know
Freak,
about my business.
you still have a decision to make. Sign with me,
it's
yes
none of
or
your
no.
business.
None of
It's
my
no
business.
problem.
Yes, manager.
Can I just interrupt
Your tone.
for 1 second? Everybody just settle down, please. Now, I appreciate you all taking the time in this heated discussion, but the truth of the matter is there's only one person in the room that can make this decision. Now, son, you know how I feel.
Right.
Education is the most important thing in life, but this is your choice. It's not your mother's or your sister's or mine. It's not your girlfriend. It's not Mr. Pagnotti's. And it definitely ain't Victor's. This is your decision, son. So you tell us what you want to do.
I need 30 seconds, freak. Okay. I have 4 beautiful children, and I want each of them to go to college and graduate. But if you walked up to any one of those 4 children right now and said, I will give you a contract that's worth $100, $200, $300 million, I would say, bypass college. You can always go back. I want you to graduate. I want you to get your doctorate. I want to call you Dr. Freak, but you need to understand this. Now, you can go all over this beautiful country that we live in and go into any of the major universities. You will find people that are 30, 40, 50, 60, 80 years old, and you will find them graduating. But if you live to be 500 years old, you will never see ever somebody 40, 50, 60 years old being drafted from college into the NBA. We need to strike while the iron is hot. This is your life. We will get you drafted first overall. You will be up there with all the big names. I'm not talking first rounder. I'm talking first overall. Listen to me. This is what I do. I am the best at what I do. Nobody is better.
Seconds plus.
Miss Martha, I am sorry. You just need to understand.
Would you please let my wife speak?
I apologize.
Frequency. Baby, what do you want to do?
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have Cece go through this contract front to back. I'm going to think about it, sleep on it, pray on it, and I will call you in the morning.
All right. Listen, Mr. Pete, Miss Martha, it was a pleasure meeting the two of you over telephone, and I look forward to meeting you both in person. Remember, everybody, this meeting never took place. We weren't even here. Capiche?
Capiche.
Okay.
All right, Mom, Pops, I'm going to call you guys later. I love you.
Love you, son.
Love you too, son. Bye.
Good evening and welcome to the NBA Draft. With the first pick in the NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Karl Anthony Towns from the University of Kentucky. With the second pick in the NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select D'Angelo Russell from The Ohio State University. With the third pick in the NBA Draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Jahlil Okafor from Duke University. With the fourth pick in the NBA Draft, the New York Knicks select Kristaps Porzingis from Latvia. With the fifth pick in the NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic select Mario Hezonja from Dubrovnik, Croatia. With the sixth pick in the NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings select Willie Cauley-Stein from the University of Kentucky. With the seventh pick in the NBA Draft, the Denver Nuggets select Emmanuel Mudiay from Dallas, Texas. With the eighth pick in the NBA Draft, the Detroit Pistons select Stanley Johnson from the University of Arizona. With the ninth pick in the NBA Draft, the Charlotte Hornets select Frank Kaminsky from the University of Wisconsin. With the 10th pick in the NBA draft, the Miami Heat select Justice Winslow from Duke University. With the 11th pick in the NBA draft, the Indiana Pacers select Miles Turner from the University of Texas. With the 12th pick in the NBA draft, the Utah Jazz select Trey Lyles from the University of Kentucky. With the 13th pick in the NBA draft, the Phoenix Suns select Devin Booker from the University of Kentucky. With the 14th pick in the NBA draft, the Oklahoma City Thunder select Cameron Payne from Murray State University. With the 15th pick in the NBA draft, the Atlanta Hawks select Kelly Oubre from the University of Kansas. With the 16th pick in the NBA draft, the Boston Celtics select Terry Rozier from University of Louisville. With the 17th pick in the NBA draft, the Milwaukee Bucks select Rashad Vaughn from UNLV. With the 18th pick in the NBA draft, the Houston Rockets select Sam Decker. With the 19th pick in the NBA draft, the Washington Wizards select John McCoy from UCLA.
Let's do this, young man.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Frequency Vibrations. Welcome aboard, young man. Welcome aboard.
Wow. Wow. This is bananas.
Take your time, baby.
Thanks, Ma. Okay, so I first want to thank everyone who made this possible. Mom, Dad, I couldn't have done this without you. I'd like to thank my lady Yvette. My dude, Vig.
Hey, yo, I got you, man. Hey, hold him in the building all day, yo.
Aye.
Yeah, I love you, man. I love you in town.
He's like my brother. Oh, gosh. And also, want to thank my sister, Cece, who was also my manager. Swish, love you.
I love you more.
And my agent, Mr. Don Pagnotti himself.
You're the man, baby.
I guess I will take some questions now. Yes, ma'am.
How did you get the nickname Freak?
A lot of people don't know this, but Freak is short for my very first nickname, Frequency Vibrations.
Yeah, true story. I like to introduce our mother so she could tell it.
Go ahead.
You know, Mama.
Tell her, Mama.
You know, Mama.
Oh, get her, Mom.
Thank you, everyone. Frequency and Cece are fraternal twins. And so when I was pregnant, one of them kept kicking and jumping around all the time. So my husband, Pete, put headphones on my belly and played reggae music.
Hence the name Frequency Vibrations.
We shortened it to Freak.
How did you know who was kicking?
A mother knows. A mother always knows.
Are you ready for a photo op?
Yes. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the next NBA superstar, Frequency Vibrations.
Go ahead, son.
Thank you all for coming. We will be available for one-on-ones in the back. Good job. Well done.
Congratulations, son.
We met working at the post office together. Mark was the clerk and I was a carrier. And I asked her out to lunch one time and take her for a bagel around the corner from where we worked.
A bagel?
A bagel, yeah.
With cream cheese?
Cream cheese.
Split down the middle?
Split down the middle. Love at first sight.
Yeah?
I believe that it was true. It happened to me.
All right. You all know why we're here and what we came to do this year. This is only the beginning of a very long season, but Game 1 means just as much as Game 82. Now, we have some new faces here that I really expect to make an impact for us this season. We've already seen flashes of what they can do for us, but I expect all of you to go out there and execute just like we did in camp. Ain't no more excuses. It's time to get serious. If we play our brand of basketball, there's no telling where this team can go. So get out there, get warm, and let's go win this game.
Here we go, our first NBA game. This is something I've been waiting for my entire life. And to be honest, I'm a little bit nervous. But I know this is where I belong. So I just gotta get out there and do what I was born to do. I hope I can make my family proud.
At the power forward position, at 6 foot 9 inches, number 00, Aaron Gordon. At the point, 6 feet 4 inches, number 4, Elfrid Payton. Number 12, forward 6'9" from Tennessee, Tobias Harris. Number 5, guard 6'4" from Indiana, Victor Oladipo. Number 9, center from USC, Nick Vucevic. Your home team head coach is Scott Skiles. Once again,
This is it. Opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. This crowd is really ready to roar in this Eastern Conference matchup for the Magic. This, of course, their first... A lifelong dream, a special individual taking to the hardwood as we'll get to watch the first official NBA appearance from McCoy.
You know, and what a huge moment this is for him. I mean, your whole life has been spent leading up to this, and finally he's going to get to take the court in the NBA. I mean, his mind has to be racing like 1,000,000 miles an hour.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I mean, there are all different kinds of pressure situations. This is about as nerve-wracking as it gets. But even so, I don't think it takes away from how much he enjoys it.
So on the floor for Washington, McCoy in at center. Chris Humphries is out there with Otto Porter Jr. Then it's Gary Neal, and it's Wall in at the 1 spot. Smith, no good.
And Orlando's offense could struggle at times, and there were some low points last season. The big one happening when the Knicks set a record for the fewest points in an NBA quarter.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Yeah, the great field goal percentage to start, exactly what they were hoping for.
Here's Dedmon. Buries it from about 10 feet away. Dedmon's got his first bucket of the night.
Boy, this game is off to a flying start.
Yeah, we're seeing some high-octane offense from both sides in this one.
Here's Wall. Rebound by the Magic. 1:02 left here in the first quarter. Watson kicks to Fournier. Screen by Smith. Fournier passes to Smith. Lets it go from 11, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
You know, I don't think it's ever too late to make a sweet dime. I mean, even if you're halfway through your shot, you might find a better one for a teammate.
Wall Wall missing again.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Wizards leading by 3. He dishes it to Freak. Lets the 3 fly. Offensive rebound. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Fans, get ready for your Magic.
Oh, earlier we sat down with Freak and asked him about playing in his first NBA game.
You know, I've thought about this moment my entire life. Now that it's finally here, the feeling's pretty crazy. But I know it's just the beginning. I got a lot of hard work ahead of me to get to where I want to go, to be the best player and the best teammate I can be. But this is an exciting first step, no doubt.
You know, Clark, you don't see that kind of perspective for most rookies, do you?
You really don't, Kevin. I mean, I really like his approach to the game. What remains to be seen, though, is will that translate to consistent production?
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. So the Wizards 5 right now. McCoy, he's in at center. Garrett Temple is out there with Gary Neal. Then it's Chris Humphries, and it's Porter in at the 3 spot. That drops. And the Magic lead by 6. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Magic.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Well, Clark, you follow international basketball so much, and Mauro Hezonja isn't a new name to you.
No, it's not, but I'm actually looking forward to seeing him do things in the NBA. Only played sparingly up until now, but the talent and skills he possesses, they get your attention.
Well, Hezonja has been playing as a pro since his 14th birthday.
Yeah, it happens that way in Europe.
Moment here now for an injury report.
Not what we wanted to hear, guys. It sounds like it's a very serious injury. That's a bitter pill for them to swallow at such an early stage of the season. It really changes the look of this entire team, guys.
Thank you, Doris, for the update. We appreciate it, and we really hope for the best as always.
And he's a tough guy. My guess is he'll be back before we know it, and better than ever.
Greg, I sure hope you're right. I mean, there are just so many uncertainties when it comes to dealing with injuries, though. Let's hope for the best.
And mark that bucket down, folks. That's the first career basket from McCoy.
And a scrappy one, but he'll take it. It doesn't matter how you get those first points in the NBA. It just matters that you get them.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there'll be plenty of chances to create spectacular highlights in the years to come for this young man. But right now, he just wants those first points.
And with Hezonja, it is all about what he might do in the future. He has great athleticism, very good size at his position, and already has great skill in terms of scoring the basketball.
Porter in the corner. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got 3 assists tonight.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Watson dishes to Smith. They set the screen. Screen by Smith. And Fournier kicks to Watson. Drills it from outside. Watson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
You know what I like most about Hezonja is how much he believes in his own ability. He has tremendous confidence. Before the draft, he said he felt he should be the first pick overall. That's confidence, folks.
And up the court come the Magic on the break. Here's Watson. And it comes off the front of the rim. That is good. Now it's a 7-point Orlando lead.
They've owned the offensive glass here in the second.
And making a point of getting in there and vying for missed shots.
Porter outside, and he gets it to go. Porter's got 5 points now in the quarter. Orlando's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Here's Fournier. Smith on the wing. To the left wing. Here's Azania. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And a pretty tight.
Okay, good job battling them out there. Let's talk about some crucial areas from the first half. We've done a nice job of getting everyone involved in the offense. Our passing has been heads up and unselfish. That's something I'd like to see even more of. Something I did like? Well, a bunch of times we forced a turnover that led directly to a bucket. I wouldn't mind seeing that happen a few more times after the half. And let me touch on tempo for a second. We're not out to use the whole shot clock, but I would like to see us get set up offensively. Everybody said this was an even matchup on paper. It's going to come down to effort. We just have to outwork them in the second half. Simple as that.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. You look at Tobias Harris, he has really been playing well.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And, Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
And so Washington takes the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan player of the game, Marcin Gortat. Shaq, what'd you like about his game?
Man, I absolutely love what Gortat can do. The Polish Hammer can take over the game. The way he plays the 5 spot, man, boy, this guy has a lot of tools, and we saw it from Mr. Gortat tonight.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.
We got Kevin Durant up next. And you know he'll come to play. I love his versatility, but that makes shutting him down next to impossible. Coach gave us a full breakdown of what to expect, and we watched plenty of film. But sometimes you just got to throw all that out the window and settle things on the court. And I'm ready. Bring it, KD.
And small forward, 6 feet 7 inches, number 6, Jared Dudley. And forward, number 42 from Brazil, Nene. The big man, standing 6'11", number 13, Marcin Gortat. At guard, number 3 from the University of Florida, Bradley Beal. And your point guard, number 2 from the University of Kentucky, John Wall. Your head coach is Randy Whitman. Let's hear it for your Washington Wizards.
It's the home of the Wizards here in Washington, D.C. as 2K Sports brings you today's action live from the Verizon Center. Welcome to the Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke.
Here we go.
They're just off a road trip, and the Wizards are looking to settle back here at home. Well, guys, at this point, while still many things can change, so for the Wizards, their last game a loss to the Hawks in Atlanta.
And with the number of turnovers they had in that game, guys, it was going to be an uphill battle all the way.
Especially when you couple the turnovers with the soft defense they were playing. That's a losing combination. And guys, one thing that was obvious to me, last year the Wizards really matured as a team. I mean, they played as if they expected to win instead of a group kind of coming into their own. I thought they just showed a lot more composure and maturity on the court.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Yeah, the great field goal percentage to start, exactly what they were hoping for.
One of the most dominant players in 2014 was Kevin Durant, of course, winning the league MVP. Then last year, cut short. We know that he's now on a mission to get back to that level. And Greg, it's hard.
Yeah, you know, it all came down to health for Kevin Durant. And at this point in his career, I mean, he's got the maturity. He's developed the skill set. He's just got to stay on the court. And really, when you talk about the game of basketball, the rest will take care of itself.
You know, talking about Durant as he looks to recapture the league MVP, he can take a cue from last year's MVP, Stephen Curry. Curry battled through numerous ankle injuries over the years earlier on, only to come out on the other side with his best season ever in 2K15.
And taking a look here at some numbers for Marcin Gortat. He had a strong showing last season. 3rd in field goal percentage, and he was among the top 20 rebounders in the league. Never shy about throwing his weight around in the paint.
And that's quite a feat to finish top 3 in field goal percentage. Just a testament to how hard he's worked to become the consummate pro.
Clock at 6. And a wide open look for Freak. Misses the 3.
And getting back to Durant, sometimes adversity brings out the best in you. Adversity challenges you to rise above. And Kevin was already at the highest rung on the ladder. I think his opponent should be very afraid of what they're about to witness this season. They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Westbrook kicks to Waiters. There's a screen by Cantor. For 3, Westbrook. Westbrook missing again. Wizards trail by 8. No one near Sessions as he lets it fly. Drains the three-pointer. Sessions has got his second basket of the night. There's the dish to Ibaka. Rebound, Washington. And going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year.
And they had some trouble with this group a year ago. And it's a bit of a head-scratcher as to why, given the way both teams ended the year.
Well, if you only looked at talent alone, you would have thought they would have avoided a sweep, but that wasn't the case, was it?
Washington making some changes. Chris Humphries has checked in for Gortat. And Gary Neal subbed in for Jared Dudley. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Mitch McGarry comes in for Serge Ibaka. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Waiters. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Durant against Beal. From 12 feet out. Durant with it. Coming off a solid outing against Phoenix. There's the bucket. Good.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play him.
Beal up top, defended by Durant.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Durant against Beal. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. And he can't bank that one in. Now Augustine. His last outing, he had 8 points. He kicks to Morrow. They get the rebound. The second effort rejected by McCoy. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. Crops in the layup for 2. Beal's got 7. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Washington.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
Goes up from the top of the key. That doesn't go either for Durant.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, I was able to talk with Billy Donovan for a moment. This is their first matchup of the season against this squad, and he knows the shot blocking in the middle will certainly be an obstacle. But he said, quote, "We've got to remain aggressive and continue to attack." Guys, he said that putting their bigs in high pick and rolls and shooting the open jumper with confidence will be key. We'll see how they do.
Wonderful stuff, Doris. Thanks. What approach to use against the opposing D, I guess, in the front of their minds, it sounds like, guys.
And I think it's going to take not just one approach, but several. I mean, they are so good at making adjustments defensively. They'll have to be ready to adjust on the fly as well.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, this is a team that will give you a lot of different looks at the defensive end, so adjusting and adapting, critically important.
And the Wizards with possession. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Beal dishes to Freak. The feed now to Beal. It's up a 3. Augustine grabs the board.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
1:19 left in the first. There's the pick. Dishes it to Durant. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Humphries. Humphries has got 3 rebounds now in this one. It's Beal on the wing from outside the arc. That falls. Great assist by Ramon Sessions. And that's now 10 points here for Beal.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passes.
Kiwi Steven Adams, one of the toughest players down on the block.
And Kevin Adams is not afraid to get under somebody's skin. He's pretty strong defensively, too.
First trip to the line for him here.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And, you know, that's not the kind of percentage any player wants to see next to his name at the end of the season.
And Washington making a change here. Temple's checked in. Humphries with the bucket.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Durant kicks to McGarry. And stolen by Freak. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Humphries. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Augustine. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. 1 second left. No luck.
Ladies and gentlemen, rising center.
And a moment now to hear from Steven Adams as he reflects back on a life growing up as the youngest of 18. Hard to imagine growing up in such a huge family, but it sounds like maybe it prepared him for life in the end. The new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Freaks checked in for Gortat. Humphries comes in for Nene. Gary Neal's checked in for Jared Dudley. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Garrett Temple. And then for Oklahoma City, McGarry's checked in for Steven Adams. Durant comes in for Anthony Morrow. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Waiters. So for Oklahoma City right now, Durant the 3 and Ibaka the 4. Russell Westbrook out there with DJ Augustine. And it's McGarry in at the 5 spot. All with it, Westbrook picks him up. Here's McCoy. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 3 assists in the game.
Get ready to go, Wizard Girls.
Now here the 2K leaderboard with last season's top rebounding teams. Number 1, the Thunder.
Boy, last season they were phenomenal on the glass. I mean, everybody took pride in rebounding the basketball on both ends of the floor. Not just defensively, they got to that offensive glass as well. A terrific offensive rebounding team.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And for Russell Westbrook, a heroic effort last season, but not necessarily an efficient one. He averaged 28 points a game, which led the league, but shot a 5-year low of 43% to get those points. And he led the league in turnover average, but that's also because he's got such a high volume usage now with all the injury.
Outside Durant. Just 5 on the clock. He feeds it to Ibaka. Here's McGarry.
And checking out some numbers for Bradley Beal. Last season's performance for him averaged about 15 points a game last season, 4 rebounds and 3 assists. And he brings that offensive firepower to the team. Scoring just comes naturally.
And, you know, defenses are throwing everything at him, yet he's still able to put up points. He's really unstoppable.
Sessions checked in for the Wizards. From deep, Neal. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Wall's got 4 assists now tonight. Greg, in the topic of Westbrook, no one's questioning his heart and his will. It was unbelievable what he did after Durant went down. But Clark, the truth is, it's hard to make the playoffs playing inefficient basketball.
No, I agree. I mean, there are certain guys who are catalysts, other guys who make things happen, and Iverson, Ginobili, Russell's old teammate, James Harden. And those guys make things happen, and you have to live with some of their inefficiency at times.
Here's the screen. Durant with a wide open look, and he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. Durant's got 9.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Here's Neal, defended by Durant. Lots of room. Connects, the jumper drops. Neal's got the lead up to 7 now for the Wizards. Here is Augustine. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Pass to Westbrook. Augustine against Wall. 5 on the clock. Durant up top. He's got 9. The pump fake kept the D off balance and gave him room. Durant's got 4 points in the quarter. Washington leading now by 5. Pass to Neal. Picked by Humphries. Neal gets a screen from McCoy. From the low block. That one a little long. The Thunder shooting a pretty low 34% thus far. And Westbrook throws it down hard.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
McCoy passes to Humphries. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
Here's the screen. It's Wall with the drive. Here's Neal. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Neal's got 7 points.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Well, it was a season last year of heartbreak and change for the Thunder, narrowly missing the playoffs as the Pelicans beat them out for that 8th position.
Yeah, and they were teetering back and forth on that 8th spot for most of the year. Ultimately, they just couldn't hold on to that final playoff spot.
Augustine dishes to McGarry. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Durant for 3, and he gets the bucket. He's got 14.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Freak kicks to Wall. Beyond the arc. And that's good. Barry Neal for 3. Neal's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
That's how you extend the lead. I mean, they have tremendous confidence going for them right now. And that confidence is leading to some excellent shooting.
Sessions against Westbrook. Can't hit. Now Washington takes it the other way. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Wall passes to McCoy. And here's Neal outside. Westbrook pulls it in. Westbrook's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Augustine with it. He's picked up by Wall. McGarry, the second chance effort. That one's good, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to just 3 on the basket from Serge Ibaka.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Humphries with a screen on Augustine. Off the screen, Humphries with the bucket. Humphries has got 10 points.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Durant, no good trying to beat the buzzer. And a pretty tightly
Well, Kevin, obviously a very close game. What has been your approach tonight?
Well, we're just trying to pack the paint. Those guys are great. So we're just trying to make them see a few guys, get some deflections, and get some easy baskets.
Kevin, thank you so much. A hard-working Kevin Durant, gentlemen.
Thank you, Doris.
All right, guys, I want to go over some things before we get back out there. Everybody was really mentally prepared tonight. That shows in the scoring we got off the bench. We didn't miss a beat no matter what lineup we had in there. We're going to keep a deep rotation in the second half, so everybody stay ready. One thing I liked, our passing, getting a lot of assists. Unselfish passing can get us into a nice rhythm, and that's how we get ourselves on a run. And just to talk about what we want for the pace of the game, I'd say nice and steady suits us just fine. It doesn't have to be a track meet. We know we can take their best punches and hang with them. Now it's time to hit them with everything we got and see how they handle it.
And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go, having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade. The new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Freaks checked in for Gortat. Humphreys comes in for Nene. Beals checked in for Gary Neal. And Garrett Temple subbed in for John Wall. Adams, he's checked in for the Thunder. Morrow comes in for Kevin Durant. McCoy in at center. Jared Dudley out there with Humphreys. Then it's Garrett Temple. And it's Beal in at the 2-guard spot. That's the 5 on the 4 for the Wizards. Freak with it. Adams on him. Here's McCoy. Buried from 15 feet out. Freak's got his second bucket of the night. Thunder trailing by 6. Outside Westbrook. To the inside. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
And Dion Waiters traded last season to the Thunder. They wanted him as a shooting and scoring threat off the bench. Didn't want him to try and fill the void that Harden played when he was a member of the team.
Sessions checked in for Beal. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. McGarry's checked in. They set the pick. And here's Sessions. He's got 5. Freak sets a screen for Sessions. Can't make good off the screen. You know, Greg, for Waiters, it would be unfair for the Thunder to ask that of anybody. You know, that's tough to do. Clark, hard to make up what Harden had accomplished.
Yeah, and the Thunder even asked Waiters not to wear number 13 to avoid any comparisons, which I think was a smart move. But they still would like to have him provide some punch in terms of points off the bench.
Here's Sessions. Now the dish to Freak. That falls. Great assist by Ramon Sessions. Sessions has got his 3rd assist on the night. Thunder trailing by 4. Outside Westbrook. To the paint. Here's McGarry. Plays it up and banks it in. McGarry's got his second bucket.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
More active and more physical down low. That's what's really been the difference thus far.
Sessions doing a nice job that time.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Now here's Waiters. He has 5. To the paint. That one's good, and the Wizards' lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from McGarry.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Sessions dishes to Freak. top of the key jumper, no good.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag.
Waiters, no luck. Washington's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. And Sessions kicks to Freak. Here's Humphries, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Humphries has got 12.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside.
And Westbrook, here we go. Washington with the rebound. Humphries has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Sessions against Westbrook. And Sessions kicks to Freak. Humphries the pass to Dudley. Drops in the tray. Now it's a 7-point Wizards lead.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part. And here's a look at the numbers for Waiters, how he performed last season. Averaged about 11 points a game, 2 assists and 2 rebounds. And to have a knockdown shooter like that coming off the bench, a great asset for any coach.
Yeah, he always seems to supply points for this group. And yeah, things can get stagnant without that spark plug. He serves the bill there.
And here's Morrow outside. Wall grabs the board. Washington leading now by 7. Freak kicks to Humphries. Dudley dishes to Freak. Passes it to Dudley. Outside, Wall. 3-pointer. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Wall against Augustine. Raiders on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
And for long stretches of the season, the Thunder, they had a short bench early on due to injury and just having a short rotation. They did change things up, though, as they went through that regular season.
Here's Washington now. They're on a 14-6 run. It's Wall with the drive. And the shot is good. Wall's got the lead up to 12 now for Washington.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
And Augustine kicks to McGarry. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward 2 shots.
So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thanks, guys. Kevin, what was so drastically different about this team's defense in the second half?
Well, early in the game.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook. When they needed a leader to get them back in the game in the final quarter, he was the one they were all following, and he knew exactly the route back and the road to victory.
When you're facing Westbrook, you're always going to have your hands full, and tonight he proved that once again. There's only one thought going through Russell's head: attack, attack, attack. I know that was 3 thoughts, Kenny.
They asked an awful lot from him tonight offensively, and he delivered. When they needed a big bucket, he was the guy they turned to, and he delivered, like I said. I mean, this guy was unbelievable.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.
What a life, eh, freak? 1 minute you're playing 21 and horse on the courts in Harlem, and the next moment you're in the showroom, configuring the gunmetal and graphite exterior of your luxury car and your iPad mini. Oh, I bet you get a crazy crowd when you drive that car around the block in the old neighborhood, huh?
Yeah, living the dream. Bad pandemonium. But folks from back around the way are real proud of me.
Yeah, I hear you. Local kid makes good. You know, it kind of reminds me of when I took my tech stock public and I rang the New York Stock Exchange bell, and my mom's friends called her up and said, "Maggie, is that your son on Bloomberg News this morning ringing the bell?" And my mom says, "Yes, sirree, Bob, it was him." That was a great moment, freak. And you know, our lives are like a pearl necklace of great moments, all strung together with the finest silk thread of memories. And we have to be very careful how we cultivate those pearls and we thread that necklace.
Does this meeting by any chance have to do with Vic Van Leer?
I grew up in the burbs, freak. I wasn't poor, upper middle class, comfortable. My daddy worked as an accountant for one of the largest insurance firms in the country. Smart with his money. Mom didn't have to work. I went to boarding school. And then my dad died of a heart attack when I was a freshman at MIT. I was a movie geek, wanted to be a civil engineer, but I made my fortune by becoming a hybrid of both those interests. My dad didn't want me to be an accountant. Oh, listen to this. My best friend was a guy named Isidore. Yeah, we called him Izzy. He was one of the smartest human beings I have ever met in my life. I mean, Izzy was taking second-year college calculus courses as a high school sophomore, right? Straight-A student, full ride to MIT. Izzy had the world at his fingertips. But he was always looking for trouble, and trouble found him. He ran with the wrong crowd. And when we got to MIT, he got this great job working for a financial consulting firm in Boston. But every weekend, he would fly to Vegas. You see, Izzy had a system for counting cards in Vegas that had the big casinos on the Strip. Oh, stymied. He would come back to MIT with suitcases filled with $200,000 in cold cash.
What?
Yeah.
So your man Izzy was getting hit off like that?
Like a fat rat in a cheddar cheese factory, freak.
Okay, so what happened to this dude Izzy? Because he's dope.
No, not dope. Dead. After he'd been missing for 3 weeks, the Nevada State Police never found hide nor hair of Isidore. And our friendship took a hit when he asked me to hang out with him in Vegas, and I said I wouldn't do it because I knew he was on a dark and twisted path in his life. And yes, he was my dude. But no way was I gonna throw my life away trying to show my loyalty to a guy who really and truly didn't understand what loyalty was all about.
So this meeting is about Vic.
Correctamente.
Okay, well, sir, Vic isn't Izzy.
And why's that, freak?
Well, for one thing, you and your dead friend Izzy didn't grow up poor. Me and Vic grew up in a neighborhood where we had to look over our shoulder every 2 seconds to make sure nobody was going to walk up on us and rob us.
True. Izzy and I did not grow up in the hood. But we, like you, thankfully grew up in a two-parent household. But even that wasn't enough for Izzy. He wasn't satisfied. He was always looking for a 5-alarm fire when he already had the warmth and comfort of a loving family. This is not about class warfare, freak. This is about the consequences of making bad choices and risking it all when you feel like you have nothing to lose.
Vic is like a brother to me, sir.
But you shouldn't be Brother Vic's keeper, freak. Would a brother go looking for trouble and put your career and your livelihood at risk by getting into fights at nightclubs and seedy after-hour joints and then scream to the media, "Yeah, it's all good, I'm an FOF, friendo freak. It's all misunderstanding. Y'all be haters, don't hate my game." I don't think a brother would do that to someone they really cared about, but a guy who looked at you like a meal ticket would.
No. See, you don't understand Vic.
Really? I don't understand.
No.
Look, man, it was a misunderstanding with the guy in the next VIP booth. His honey started flirting with me, so naturally I started flirting back. Next thing I know, Captain Cornball's off my grill piece beefing. Next thing he know, he got a 2-piece and a biscuit on his left eye. Hey, I don't know who hit him, and it damn sure wasn't me. Hey, Captain Cornball's mad because I'm an FOF, friend of freak. Hey, but check this out, though. He needs to train that hottie before he leave the house, though. Yo, he's hotties ain't loyal, man.
What's there to understand? Are you freaking blind? You know, I just want to know, how much did you pay your lawyers to make all this go away?
Almost $100,000.
Excuse me, son, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
I said I paid almost $100,000.
Exactly. And if you keep riding shotgun with Vic, you're gonna go broke. Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Look, Vic is my friend, and I grew up with him. How many times I gotta tell you, sir?
Freak, this is not a request. I am not asking you to do this. I am telling you to do this. And the first order of business is that Mr. Vic Van Leer is banned from traveling with you on the road. Vic is banned from the locker room. And Vic is banned from this arena. And if I catch this guy, Vic, in or anywhere near the facilities, Mr. Vic Van Leer will be arrested for trespassing.
Are you serious, sir?
Brother, I'm as serious as cancer. We all know that can be deadly.
You know, when me and Vic were kids, playing summer tournaments at the Dome, we always imagined making it to the pros, right? And after the crowds left, just a street light was on the court, like 11:30, 12 midnight, even 1 in the morning sometimes. We used to practice player introductions, running on the court, giving dap, high-fiving the teammates. Vic, he would act as an announcer. You know, he would introduce me, announce my name on the loudspeaker, and the Jumbotron would flash my image like a little guy dressed in long shorts and a jersey. And now, fresh off his 3-game, 62-point scoring streak, the youngest player to ever do so in NBA history, Frequency Vibrations. So me and Vic would sit in those empty bleachers at the Dome and dream like nobody's business. And now I'm living a dream. For real. And in so many ways, Vic was part of that.
Please, listen to me. I mean, I know this guy's your dude from way back.
Look, me and Vic go way back like the front seats of a 67 Cadillac.
That's good. We go way back. Did you say front seats?
Front seats of a 67 Cadillac.
We go way back like the front seats of a 67 Cadillac. Well, Jiminy Crickets. I'm going to be the hit once again at Herbie Allen's Sun Valley Shindig because my fellow billionaires love it when I walk and talk that talk.
So that almost sounds...
No, let me tell you exactly what it sounds like. I respect, admire, and most importantly, love you as a human being and a role model. But I pay you a lot. And I mean, I pay you a lot of money to play for my team. And I am in this game to win it. And you can't win it with an albatross around your neck like Vic. So Vic is done. History. And here's some more lingo that I picked up from a former megastar who used to play for me several seasons ago. Thought I would never release him until I did. And now he's the sixth man on a struggling team in Venice. And yeah, I'm talking Venice with the canals and the gondolas and Harry's bar, not the street ballers next to the fortune tellers on the beach in Cali. This guy used to tell me when he thought there was a player destroying our team, don't be a hero, cut that zero. And that is what I am telling you about Vic, freak. Don't be a hero, cut that zero. The only thing Vic brings into your life is headache and unwanted and unnecessary negative attention. And it will begin to affect your mindset. And when it affects your mindset, it's going to affect your play. And when it affects your play, it's going to affect my team. And when it affects my team, it's going to affect my money. And if it affects my money, Google Translate will become your new freaking friend. I want a championship ring, freak, and I want you to help me get that ring. And banners after banners hanging from the rafters in this arena. So, freak, hear me clearly and hear me good. V, G, Vic, gotta go! Handle your business. And remember, that contract you signed contains a morality clause, a very important clause that revolves around your conduct on and off the court, and how it can negatively impact my team. Now, I don't want you to have to learn Italian or Croatian as a second language. And hey, playing pro ball overseas, there's nothing wrong with that. But the arenas are nothing like this, nor will the money be the same. And on top of all of that, this is the U.S. of A., the greatest freaking country in the world. Ask yourself, is Vic worth all that? Think about it. Think long, think wrong.
Tell you about Vic. He has his bad rap. It's not, and I understand some of his judgments might shadow his actual character. He's not that at all. Man, Vic, let me tell you something. We have love for each other. We're brothers. Blood couldn't make us any closer at all. I mean, he has so much loyalty to me and to my family. You could see even Cece, has issues with him, but he still loves her. He still loves her.